Hey guys, Brian and Mototech. I'm going to do a really fast teardown today. An engine that was just shipped in. And I'll go over some stuff, I guess, as I go. But I had somebody ask to just make a video taking one apart, so I will do that. This is a Mototech 300 top end with 100 hours on it. I'm not sure how many are on the bottom end. Got a apex head that I custom cut a dome for. That all looks good. The spacer's actually still there. They're missing half the time. I don't know why people don't put them back. And they just drop them and don't realize it. Hand impact makes those easy to get off if they're stuck. These little side power valve covers, there's nothing to grab onto to take them off, but if you twist them, it gives you a little tab to pull on where the bolts go. Makes them come off easier. I'll show you better on this side. So you twist it like that, and you can grab. Actually, never seen that. Instead of the top breaking off the power valve, it actually came off the post. The post actually isn't broken, so that's new and exciting. It's fairly clean in here, which is good. Whatever he's running for oil and his carb settings on his Electron and stuff are pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna strip out. These are the best pliers ever for that stuff, but they are no longer available. So I was able to grab the stripped out screws, make them free. The power valve shaft, if you spin it counterclockwise a little bit, it'll go past the lock tab, slide out. Did a good job Loctiting this stuff that always backs out if you don't. This power valve plate isn't broken yet, but it's going to get the upgraded one that I made. That was pretty stuck in there. That wasn't moving as good as it should be. So I guess it was time. Other than that little tiny metal part sliding off the end, this actually looks pretty good. Pulling the base nuts off. This one in the power valve cavity. It's terrible because you only turn a little bit at a time. Those actually weren't stuck, which is good, or at least that one wasn't. Pushing on it with my pinky, rocking it. This being a big bore cylinder, I can actually fit my pinky in there. Can't on a standard one. brake cleaner to try to free it up. Move freely where it sat, but pulling it all the way out, it doesn't want to come out good. Got a ridge of stuff built up. There we go. Intake boots in good shape. Reeds are good. Cylinder looks good for 100 hours. This has a stealthy flywheel weight on it. These covers don't seal well, so we'll see how easy this comes off. It's a little corroded. All the set screws are backed off. Made my own tool for this. These bolts that hold the tool on are 1/4 if I remember correct, so that. That's sketchy. If you're going to hold the piston, make sure you don't slice your hand off, because that could easily happen. Super sharp around the edges and stuff. So don't do what I did. Take your covers off every once in a while. This thing's full of dirt. That ends up grinding down the stator and it can make it fail sometimes. So then it'll help hold moisture in and promote corrosion. screws are pretty chewed up, but hand impact makes that easy. Arm, you can buy upgraded ones that I make. Now's the easiest time to pull off this cover. While it's still attached. If these pins come loose, they're almost the same as the ones in the head, except they're 2 millimeters longer than the ones in the head. So don't get it mixed up. It's definitely the easiest time to take that off. This has a recluse clutch in it. Comes apart the same way as the stock one. We won't have to inspect the basket because this has the metal protectors right here that make it so the plates don't touch the basket. Yamaha gives a nice finger groove so you can pull out all your plates out of your little picks and stuff. You just grab the sides and pull out. Those are the protectors I was talking about. Bend up the fold tabs. The recluse ones, you can actually get away with reusing. The OEM Yamaha ones are too brittle. They crack when you unbend them and will break when you try to reuse them, so that won't work. Just like don't hold the piston or you can hurt yourself, don't hold the clutch basket or you can hurt yourself, so don't watch this. Always look at these spacers in the shaft. Sometimes a manual or an auto clutch, if somebody slips the clutch real bad, these parts will actually turn purple, and the transmission shaft will get brittle. It'll end up changing the size of these. It wears out the bearing. So if you see a bunch of purple parts here, it slipped really bad at some point. You should probably at least replace the bearing. Hardware I just throw in a pile because it's all going in the trash. It's not worth the hassle of cleaning to remove it. Stuck on the front dowel. Water pump shaft smoked. Bearing feels good. It's going to get replaced. This all looks good. That pin's not split in half. That can happen. This has had a 300 kit for 100 hours on it. There's no signs that the shaft is splitting from the hole, like sometimes happens on Yamahas. Pull the clips off the idler gear, rock it. It has a little bit of play, which is normal. Sometimes they get really bad. Again, do not hold the piston and do this. Use your gears. Shift shaft's actually not bent. Pretty rare. Wood bikes are usually smoked from crashing or hitting rocks. This will get new springs and stuff because they get worn out. I'll check the pawls. Those have a lot of wear with the age of this bike, so we get new shift pawls also. This also has the old style shift stopper. And let's see if it's broken. This one's not cracked yet, but these usually split in half and the ball bearings fall everywhere. It's going to get the updated style. I already have it for this job. Use a ratchet on this, not an impact, because you don't want to smash around your shift forks, removing it. If it was installed properly, it's got a bunch of Loctite, so you're going to have to use a ratchet the whole way out. push rod. Doesn't look very mushroomed. It's in pretty good shape. I'll have to measure its overall length. Pull a circlip out, and sometimes you can just push from the other side with a pair of needle nose, because they're big enough to catch the inside. Not reusing it, so I can grab onto it. Looks great, minimal heat on the bottom, really good shape for 100 hours. And then the rod's borderline. Maximum it's supposed to have is 2 millimeters, so looks pretty close just by eye. I could measure it, but it doesn't matter because I have a new crank on the bench for this. It's getting a heavy crank that's balanced also. Pull the metal base gasket off because you can't rip it when you go to split the cases. My dowel pin's out so I can put the case down flat. Pull the drain plug out so I can check the threads. Actually look good. These I'll break them all free and then I'll switch my impact just to save time. Sometimes they get really stuck, but this has been apart before, so they shouldn't be too bad. Got them all out. Toss the case splitter on. We're going to have to pull this side of the case off, the other side, depending on if it's worn out like they are half the time on a YZ250. That side might just fall out. Finger tight's good on those. Wrench. The snap-on hammer with the plastic on the other side. It's great for shocking cases apart. This doesn't come apart that hard. Those are just gentle taps. Shouldn't have to wail on cases. You can use heat and stuff instead of breaking things. I'm actually lifting it up and hitting the case gently away from me. If it's stuck on these, you can see how rusty that one is. A little gritty on the transmission bearings, nothing crazy. Everything feels and looks pretty good. It's all clean. Transmission. Push on the shafts a little bit, get them to start moving. Just pull it all out. As soon as you get to slide it over a little bit, drum will slide out, and you pull the forks out. These are pretty much never bad on a YZ. These forks look good. There's no burn marks or anything on them. That's usually a dead giveaway. They're bent, and I bring them over the surface plate and check them for squareness. So I'm going to end up taking the shafts apart to check everything. But initial look, it's in pretty good shape. But this is getting a wide ratio kit, so half of these mirrors are going to be changed anyways. So, nothing bad. This actually looks really good. They're usually not this nice for this age, but... And then, if this falls out, or taps out gently, that's a dead giveaway that this side's bad. And this side's actually still tight. So either it's rusted on and bad, or it's good, which is fairly rare at this age. So do the same thing and put the puller on this side. Bad luck lately for a lot of customers. It's been a while since I've actually had to push one out this side. It seems like they've all been bad lately. But this was just the quick down and dirty disassembly. Everything is going to get washed thoroughly, vapor blasted, really inspected. But just a quick once over, this thing's actually in really good shape. This is a preventative rebuild, which is a good idea to do. A lot easier to rebuild it before the cases are smashed. Pretty tight. out. This has never had pry marks or anything on the cases, so these will clean up good. These bearings all feel pretty decent, a little gritty, nothing crazy. So probably could have pushed it a little longer, but you don't know until you get it apart. And once you establish a good routine maintenance, then you know what to expect every time you go in it. So I think that's pretty much everything. That was me taking the whole thing apart.